Yo, what is good, YouTube? It is your boy Swiftly back with another XDefiant video. Now in today's video I have a new series on the channel which I'm calling Low Level Loadouts, where I bring you guys really good low level builds for weapons in XDefiant. Now some of you probably have your guns maxed out already, as the game's been out for like 3 to 4 weeks now, but for this video really is going to be more so for like newer players or for people who haven't been leveling up these guns or whatever like that. I'm going to be giving you guys low level, builds that are actually really good that you can use for your weapon. So with that being said, I'm going to be giving you guys in this video loadout for level 15 ACR users, level 25 ACR users, and of course level 35 users. So with that being said, let's jump right into the video. Now just for saving time's sake, all of these builds will have a reflex sight, so you can go ahead and just throw reflex on whether you're a level 15, 25, or 35, doesn't matter, or level 40. We're going to always be using a reflex. The ACR,
loadout updated.
The iron sights for this is okay. It's not too bad.
You look like you know your way around firing range.
Me personally,
try some different loadouts.
The iron sights for this is like close to mid-range. It's not bad, but when you get into these mid to long range gunfights, anywhere for these first 3 targets are going to be fine, but once you get to like this target back here, that target back here is going to be a little bit harder for you to stay on target. Now keep in mind, this gun has no attachments or whatever, but still, so we're always going to have the reflex sight on this build or whatever, no matter what. The next thing that I would go with is the super light front rail, as it's going to increase our ADS speed and movement speed. And as you know, if you played this game so far, movement is king in this game. Obviously ping is king as well too, but movement, being quick, speed, agility and stuff like that, being able to break people's cameras or just move around the map, strafing and stuff like that. Just movement is very key to doing well in this game. So I'm going to go with the super light grip just because it gives us 10% ADS speed, and it also gives us movement speed. And according to Exclusive Zay's video about recoil recovery, this is still broken in the game. So basically there is no negatives. Recoil recovery doesn't even currently work at the time of recording this video. Maybe the devs will fix that at some point, but right now recoil recovery doesn't even work. So this isn't even a negative thing. This negative 10% doesn't even matter. We're just basically focusing on the top 2, which is ADS speed and movement speed. And then after that, we're going to go with the recon barrel, which you're going to see is going to help with taking you off the mini map. And it's also going to give you a +5 to ADS speed. Obviously, you see that -2.5 to movement speed, but it's just going to really balance out. We aren't going to really lose anything for our movement speed, because you see here we're +2.5%. This is going to be -2.5%. So we're back to our base movement speed when we didn't have either of these attachments, which they kind of cancel each other out, but that's perfectly fine. We're really more so using the recon barrel because it's going to stack that 5% ADS speed along with the 10% ADS speed of the super light grip. You can go with the stabilizing barrel, but it's just too many negatives. The recon barrel is just -2% movement speed, whereas the stabilizing barrel is going to take away your shoot to sprint time and your ADS walking speed, so you won't be able to strafe as fast and you won't be able to pull your gun up as fast. And all you're getting is 2.5% recoil control for horizontal and vertical. That just doesn't make sense to me, so I would never really use this. This is more so if you kind of want to play a more campy defensive post-up type of build. You're just going to sit on a head glitch or something like that. The stabilizing barrel makes a little bit more sense, but even then, you're still going to have to move around the map, so we don't want this at all. So I'm going with the recon barrel, obviously. And then for the grips, we're going to be going with the heavy grip, which is going to be 10% to our ADS flinch control, which is going to be when you're getting shot while ADS, your flinch won't be as bad. You'll be able to stay on target a little bit more. And then we're also going to get 2.5% horizontal recoil control, which again is going to help us with staying on target. And then finally, we're going to go with the paddock stock, which is going to also give us another 5% ADS flinch control. Obviously, the recoil recovery doesn't really matter because, like I said, that doesn't even work currently. But we're going to get more flinch control. So one thing I've learned about this game is that you kind of want to pick your attachments. You could build your weapon however you want to build it, but you should really be trying to focus on stacking, boost. If you see this is going to give you 10% flinch control, then you kind of want to pick something that's going to stack your flinch control, like a reinforced stock or padded stock. You don't want to pick something that's giving you 5% flinch control and then picking something that's giving you 2% recoil control, 2% ADS speed. You kind of want to stack ADS speed or ADS walking speed or flinch control, things of that nature. You kind of want to stack it. So this is going to be our first low level build, which is going to be for level 15 ACR users. You could throw a skid on here if you want. Mine is only at bronze right now because I've been using other guns. But this is going to be our first loadout for level 15 users. Recon barrel, super light with the reflex sight, heavy grip, and padded stock. You know what I mean? And you're going to see that this build is, again, not the greatest, but for level 15, this is going to be one of the best classes that you can make, in my opinion. Again, not saying that this is the best ACR class ever made or anything like that. Obviously, just maxed out ACR, you can make a better build. But just for the sake of being a level 15 user, in my opinion, this is like one of the best builds. You got decent ADS speed. You got good flinch control when you're getting shot by other people and whatnot. What more can you ask for? You know what I mean? So we're going to swap this out, reset this build, and then of course again we're going for reflex. All of these builds will have reflex. Now this is going to be for the level 25 ACR users. We're also going to be going with the super light front rail once again, and then for our grip, we're going to be running the fabric grip, which is going to give us 10% for ADS speed and 5% for ADS stability. Now I would like to use the leather wrap just because it gives ADS walking speed, even though it does take away some of our sprint to shoot time. It kind of sucks, but I kind of like strafing in this game. When you stack for ADS walking speed, you know, people, the good players don't want you to know that, but when you stack for ADS walking speed, the strafing in this game is kind of crazy. Like, the speed of the strafe is wild in this game. But we're going to go with fabric grip again, just because we're not going to lose sprint to shoot time. You know, right now we aren't a high enough level to get attachments that, like the lower higher level attachments that's going to do, you see the quick draw, the 10% to sprint to shoot time. Right now we're still a low enough level where we aren't going to have attachments that's going to give us sprint to shoot time. So because of that, we can't rock that leather wrap. Now, if you had something that can, you know, boost your sprint to shoot time, leather wrap is not that bad because it's going to give you that boost to ADS walking speed. But because we don't, we're going to go with the fabric grip. And then onto the muzzle, we're going to go with the muzzle booster, which is going to help with the rate of fire. Now, I know a lot of people like to build, they like to put, you know, heavy barrels and stuff like that on their weapon, thinking that, oh, they're going to increase their damage, but they don't realize is that when you do that, you're also going to decrease your rate of fire. And when it comes to this game, you kind of want to increase your rate of fire just because it's going to increase your DPS or damage per second. You don't want that to be low in a fast-paced Twitch arena shooter like this game. You kind of want your DPS to be high because you want to kill them faster, and that's going to be, you know, by increasing your rate of fire. Yeah, you can increase your damage by 5%, but if you are having your rate of fire by 5 or 10%, then you're still doing equivalent damage as somebody with a higher, without heavy barrel or whatever. So, you know, certain weapons benefit from the heavy barrel, but most of these aren't. So you should really try to stay away from weapon damage, you know, barrels and attachments. So that's why I'm going with the muzzle booster for mines. That's just, you know, again, my opinion. And then for the last attachment, this is kind of preference based. Precision stock, you know, will take away from your ADS speed. Padded stock is still useful because you're going to get that 5% flinch control. We also have access to quick and the lightweight mag, but light has a 2.5% penalty for movement speed, and I already told you guys movement is key. And the quick mag, you know, it doesn't have any downsides. You get a 5+ to your mag size, and you get a 15% increase in reload speed, so there's really no downsides at all. And you get a bigger mag, which is going to help you when getting into gunfights with multiple people, or getting into gunfights, you shoot somebody and then you run around the corner, there's another person there. That bigger, you know, mag size is going to help you, even if it's just 5 extra bullets. That's still 5 more bullets that you didn't have before, you know. And then there's also, again, like I said, the barrels that you have access to. you can put any of these on. It's totally up to your discretion whether you go stock or magazine. But me personally, I'm gonna go with the recon barrel just for that ADS speed. As you're gonna see, we got the recon that's giving us ADS speed. We have the super light, which is giving us ADS speed, and then we also have the fabric grip that's going to stack and give us ADS speed too. So the fabric grip is gonna give us 10%. The super light is gonna give us 10%, and then finally the recon is gonna give us 5%, which is gonna give us 25 total percent ADS speed, which is going to make us pull up our gun way faster, you know. As you can see, this build right here is pulling up his gun way faster. Obviously, we don't have sprint to shoot time speed or whatever, so the ADS isn't as fast. But if you look at the ADS from not moving your gun at all, like just standing still, that ADS is way faster than the original build that we had for the you know. And I accidentally called you my equipment or whatever. As you can see, the ADS speed is much faster. Just zooming in, you're going to ADS way faster. You know what I'm saying? And then finally, we're going to do our last build. Reset our class really quickly, and we're going to throw that reflex on because I already told you guys that we're going to be running reflex on every single one of these builds. But for our level 35 build, you know, our last build, we're going to be starting off obviously with the reflex sight, and then we're going to be moving on to our front rail, which we're going to be going with the small vertical grip, which is going to give us not just 5% ADS speed, but also 10% to our ADS walking speed. If you ask me, small vertical grip is one of the best front rails out of all of these that you can get. You know, vertical and tactical are really decent if you're going to be, you know, posting up, playing a defensive type of, you know, position or build you're going for. Leather wrapped and pistol are really good too for the ADS walking speed and the sprint to shoot time, but because of our level we don't have access to these, so we're gonna go with what we have access to at level 35, because your build, your ACR is only level 35. You're not gonna have access to these, but these are just really good attachments as well too, if anybody are looking for good attachments for their ACR or just ARs in general. But to me, small vertical grip is really good. You're going to get 10% ADS walking speed, and you're going to get 5% ADS speed, so you're going to not only pull up your gun faster, but you're also going to be able to strafe faster while you're looking, you know, down the barrel ADS speed or whatever. Then we're going to move on to the rear grip, which we're now going to have access to the quick draw grip, which now we have access to something that's going to help us get our sprint to shoot time up, which you see we get a 10% boost to sprint to shoot time, as well as a 10% ADS speed as well too, which is going to help us. Then we're also going to go back to our muzzle. We're going to throw that muzzle booster back on, which is going to help the rate of fire, makes us shoot faster, which we'll be able to put out more damage at a faster rate at the cost of our recoil, obviously. But this gun has like really good recoil control in my opinion. It's fair, you know. Moving on to our last attachment, we have access to now the folded and reinforced stock, as well as extended mag, which I like for more you know, defensive builds. If you're going to be sitting, you're not going to be moving around a lot. As you see, it's going to be a 5% movement speed penalty. Again, that's not bad for posting up and anchoring and stuff like that. But if you aren't going to be doing that, you know, you're going to just be, you know, running around the map and stuff like that, you kind of don't want to, you know, not have that, you know, speed and agility on your side. Now, me personally, if this was a maxed out ACR build, I would be going with lightweight stock just for the ADS walking speed and the movement speed boost. But because we aren't, I'm going to actually end up just siding with either the recon barrel or the quick mag. You go either or, I'm going recon barrel, and that is what I would be running for, you know, for a level 35 build or whatever like that. Then we're gonna come out and just, you know, see, you got a little increase to your ADS walking speed, so now you can kind of strafe. So when you come out and you're, you know, let's say you're going around a corner, you can slide, you know, slide cancel or whatever, and then kind of just go into it, you know. You don't have to worry about just not being able to strafe at all, or just being able to just, you know, slide cancel and just jump around the corner and just have to stand still and shoot, or just jump and shoot or whatever, because now you have that that ADS walking speed boost. So now you can kind of strafe when you do it. You know what I mean? You're not just standing still or slide cancel and jumping up and down, because now you have that boost towards your so now you can kind of just strafe. You don't even need to jump, to be honest, depending on who you're playing against. If you're not playing against really good players, you can kind of just come in and straight. You know, and this goes back to like the Black Ops 2 days where everybody would just throw, you know, a stock on their gun, the stock M8s, the stock AN94s, and all of that stuff like that. So, you know, this to me is like really good build as well too for a level 35. So there you have it. This is our, you know, low level builds for the ACR and XDefiant. We got a level 15 build, we have a level 25 build, and a level 35 build. Hopefully these builds help you guys to do better in XDefiant. It's been your boy Swiftly. I'm out, y'all. Peace.